This is a stump of the now infamous Chinese pistachio tree that I planted many, many years ago as a 1-gallon container, back before I understood planting things too deep and girdling roots. And you can see in the stump here, this is a girdling root here, and all of this area is tissue that was not connected. It was just two surfaces together. The only living tissue that was connected was a piece here and a little bit over there. And big windstorm blew it over. Learned a lot by my mistake here. Now we're going to plant a new tree, and we're going to plant a tree that you're going to hear me talk a lot about. It's called Cambie oak, or Cambii, Quercus cambii, and it's a beauty. It's a red oak that's almost evergreen. And I want to show you the whole procedure about how to remove a stump, and that there's no problem planting the new tree right where the existing tree grew. We'll use a stump grinder. We're going to use a smaller version of stump grinders you may have seen, because it's hard to get the big one in here. And then we'll plant the new tree, the Cambie oak, with the techniques that I recommend, and hopefully show you, if these girls will allow us to do that, how to do it the right way, the natural way. Wanted to see, we haven't gotten into the main part of the stump yet, but I wanted to see if there's any decay in some of these big roots, and you can see a little bit of problem there. But you can see how this machine just munches away and creates a pretty fine sawdust. This sawdust, by the way, can be used in the compost pile. I wouldn't use it by itself. It'll have a nitrogen robbing effect, nitrogen draft on the soil, but mixed with your other compost elements, and after it's broken down for a while, make a great soil amendment, or compost, either one. You see this round area right here? That's pretty much the original 1-gallon container when I planted the tree, and the roots circled around that, and that, even though some big roots got off and the tree grew to be a very large, healthy looking tree, that damage was set up really early on. That's why it's so important that when you plant a new tree, you tear those roots and cut away the circling roots, or you'll end up with the same thing I ended up with here. That was caused by that girdling root, totally. It's amazing how much damage it can do, and you can't see it. It's down there underground, so that's why the exposing that root flare is so important. It got pretty healthy down under the area we were looking at that had the girdling, so it probably would have lived for a long time, even though there was very little good connecting tissue, if it hadn't been for that huge wind. It was a big thrust. It blew open some windows and doors when it happened. What we're doing here is getting the container off the tree so we can see exactly where the root system is. Almost all container trees are too deep in the soil. And we'll remove the excess soil there to find the true top. There is a little bit of flare showing, but there's still some excess soil on the top of that ball, and that's what we'll get off next.